Hello, welcome to More Faith with Kisha. My name is Kisha and my last name is Moore. And on this channel, we talk all things faith. I love to give my faith testimonies and also motivate, encourage, and inspire you and others and everyone to keep the faith. So today's topic will be your work is not in vain. And what I mean by that is your work is not in vain. So on a serious note, I know sometimes we feel like we're doing the work. You have a business, right? You're starting your business. You're doing a lot of work behind the scenes and nothing seems to be happening. The work that you're putting in doesn't seem to be elevating. It doesn't seem to be growing. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I just want to give a testimony of a time where I was in that situation, but God turned everything around in a day. I used to be a baker. I had a bakery business called Create Your Own Cake Bakery, where I baked cakes, cookies, pies, cupcakes, just all baked goods. And I started the business out of my home. I was baking in my home kitchen. And you know, when you're just starting a business and you don't have a storefront, it's hard to get people to come to you because they go to what they're familiar with. All the popular bakeries at the time, especially cupcakes. I was baking, it was like 10 years ago, and cupcakes was like popping. Like everybody had a cupcake business and it was just booming, and it was just a little old me baking out of my home. But God gave me a vision and I stuck with the vision. As I started to learn, more about baking and mastered my recipes, I passed out samples to everyone I knew all the time. Family members. I was in college at the time. My professors, classmates, people I worked with, my 9 to 5, just everyone, the people I went to church with. So the church members, I was just passing out samples. And a lot of times I was passing out those samples and people would not order from me. They would give me good feedback and say like, oh my gosh, this is the best cupcake I've ever tried, or this is the best cookie I've ever had in my entire life. However, they would still go and take their business elsewhere. Sometimes people will do that. So you can't take it personal and just don't give up. I still did it. I was consistent month after month after month. I was just doing it to grow my business. I didn't worry about who did or didn't order from me. I didn't worry about the money. I just kept doing it because God gave me a vision and I wanted to stick with the vision that I saw. So one day I checked my email and it was from my college professor. And the email, he said, I'm not going to say his name or whatever, but he was like, hey, Kisha. He was like, this is Professor so-and-so. He said, I work part-time at a Christian high school. The after-school coordinator was working with the lady for, I think it was over 10 years. She used to order all her cookies and all the baked goods from her. One day she called and the number was disconnected. And the number was disconnected and she was not able to get in contact with her. After working with this person for all these years, she wasn't able to get in contact with her. And the after school coordinator said, I'm looking for someone to bake several hundred cookies for me. My professor said, is that something that you would be interested in? I told the lady about her. I told her that I tried your baked goods and I love it and I recommended you. Would you be interested? Of course I said, yes, I would be interested. So after all the months of sewing all those baked goods and not getting a return or not getting orders, it came full circle. This lady placed 3 orders for me. And until this day, those were the biggest orders that I ever had. She placed, I think it was, the first order was maybe 600 cookies. The second order was 700 or 800 cookies. And the third order was 900 cookies. So your work is not in vain. If you are putting in the work, don't worry about what you do not see, because God can be working something on the back end. Okay? God was working something on the back end for me. The lady was incognito. After 10 years, right, of placing an order, the lady was gone. And it was time for me to get in position and to move forward and to fulfill the order. So your work is not in vain. Stay motivated, stay encouraged, stay positive, and just keep doing the work. Just keep doing the work and keep the faith. God bless.